Welcome to the today's class on advanced switchgear. Today we are going to see about properties of arc and its characteristics. A plot of instantaneous values of voltage E between the electrodes of a burning arc against the values of current I gives the arc property. The figure shows the characteristics of arc. In x-axis, the current is plotted and in y-axis, the voltage is plotted. The voltage is taken in between the electrodes of the burning arc. So this voltage is the arc voltage, which is measured between the two electrodes. This is the maximum voltage Ez occurs during the period. By changing the rate of change of current, this is the rate of change of current along the x-axis, we can achieve into two shifts in characteristics. One is static characteristics and other is dynamic characteristics. Okay, if we come across dynamic characteristic, the rate of change of current is rapid with respect to time. In static characteristics, the rate of change of current is small with respect to time. If the rate of change of current is very fast or very high, then it is known as dynamic characteristics. On the same time, if the rate of change of current is small with respect to time, then it is known as static characteristics. Increase of arc current increases the temperature. This increase in arc current process increases the ionization activity. This increases the conductivity of the medium. So the arc voltage get decreased. Since the conductivity of the medium gets increased due to the increase of arc current, the potential difference between the two burning electrodes get decreased. So increase of current in higher ranges increases conductivity but has less effect on voltage. So if we increase the current to a very higher values, this will not increase the voltage, it will decrease the voltage because the potential difference between the arc gets decreased due to increased conductivity because of increased ionized agents presence in the path of the arc. So increase of current will has less effect on voltage. The initial breakdown of the gap between the contacts of circuit breaker require very high voltage ranges. If the circuit breaker is going to trip at the initial time, the breakdown voltage required is very high to start the arc. Static characteristics. If current through the arc is suddenly decreased, voltage across it does not changes. If current through the arc is suddenly increased, voltage across it found to be high. These are the two characteristics of static properties. It also noted that the distribution of voltage along the arc is not linear in the static as well as dynamic characteristics. It is found that near the cathode, positive charges are present. When the arc forms, the arc will present in between the cathode and the anode electrodes of the circuit breaker. Here, the cathode and anode electrodes are represented as the two switches or the contact points in the circuit breaker. Near the cathode point or the cathode contact of the circuit breaker, positive charges get accumulated in the arc. Similarly, near the anode of the circuit breaker or the anode contact point, negative charges gets accumulated. This causes high voltage gradients as compared with that in the main arc stream. If you see this figure, this is the positive contact or the positive anode of the circuit breaker. This is the positive contact of the circuit breaker, and here is the negative contact of the circuit breaker known as cathode, and this is the arc stream flowing in between the positive and the negative contacts. Here the step voltage drops occurring are EK and EA respectively as shown. Here is the voltage drop EK along the cathode of the circuit breaker, and here EA is the voltage drop along the anode of the circuit breaker. The voltage drops along the main stream EL. Here is the EL, which is the difference between the cathode voltage and the anode voltage of the contact. The voltage drop along the main arc stream EL is proportional to the length L of the medium. This is the separation length or L of the medium in which the arc is formed. If the voltage drop EL is represented here, this depends on the length of separation of the two contact plates in the circuit breaker. It also depends on the property of the gas and the condition under which gas exists. This voltage EL also depends on the gas or oil or any dielectric medium present in between the two contacts of separation. If there is SF6 gas, the properties get differ. If there is air, then the property will get differ. If the dielectric medium is oil, then that property will differ. So the property of gas decides the voltage EL, and the EL is also decided by the length of separation of the contacts in a circuit breaker. Gas with higher voltage gradients along the main arc stream should have high extinguishing properties. So from the above points we noted that gas or the medium which is present here in between the two contacts of the circuit breaker should have very high extinguishing properties so that they can quench the arc easily. The temperature of metallic dark spots is about 2000 degrees centigrade to 3000 degrees centigrade. This temperature is present in the contact metals where the dark spots are formed in the contact metals. In carbon electrodes, temperature rises up to 3000 degrees centigrade to 4000 degrees centigrade. Similarly, the gas temperature in the arc has been measured as 5000 degrees centigrade to 8000 degrees centigrade. This is the medium temperature in which the arc is passed. So this temperature can be measured from about 5000 degrees centigrade to 8000 degrees centigrade. Lower temperature values refer to smaller currents and higher temperature values refer to larger current. If the temperature is low, then small amount of current is maintaining the arc. If the temperature value is high, then it refers to larger amount of current the circuit breaker is interrupting. So, if the current passing through the circuit breaker decides an effect on temperature. If the smaller current is passed and the contacts are tripped at the time, lower temperature is recorded. Similarly, when larger currents are passing through the circuit breaker and at that time the circuit breakers are tripped, then higher values of temperatures are recorded. And this is the figure which shows voltage and current waves of AC arc with respect to time in x-axis. This is the x-axis. This figure shows the carbon electrode in air and this figure shows the copper electrode in air. These two figures shows the distorted curved shapes of voltage and current depending on the type of gas. The characteristics are no longer unique but has two different branches when closely examined. We are taking the same figure here. When these figures are examined, we can see there are two different branches present in the two figures. One for increasing current values and the other for decreasing current values. You can see the current value is increasing in this portion and here also. So for decreasing current values, we can see this side, the negative side, and for the increasing current values, we can see the first quadrant. The same figures for carbon electrodes in air and copper electrodes in air are taken. At point A and D, the arc discharges. In this figure, in the point A and here in the point D, the arc get discharged. Similarly, at point C and F, arc is extinguished. You can see the point C and point F over here. During this path, the arc get extinguished. You can see in between points A dash, CD, FF dash, unstable discharges take place. Here is the part where C and D is here, where from here to here unstable discharge of arc take place in carbon electrodes. In this process, a large quantity of energy, mostly in heat form, is released in the arc space. When the contacts are being tripped, at once the heat is generated due to the arc in the medium, which represents as arc space. Okay, so this heat should be safely handled. Otherwise, the heat energy causes damage to circuit breaker contacts. It can create vaporization of oil and increasing of pressure inside this tank. These effects can easily damage the complete circuit breaker within a short amount of time. So, by reducing the arcing time, the possible damage to the circuit breaker can be avoided. So, if we control the arcing time, then the damage due to heat can be controlled. So, we are going to reduce the arcing time to decrease the damage caused by the heats in the contacts of the circuit breaker and also in the medium through vaporization of oil and increase of pressure inside the tank. In AC circuit breakers, the deionization of arc path is easily achieved at current zero. Only in AC circuit breakers, the current goes through zero. We all know that the sine wave passes through zero. Since the voltage wave produced in alternating currents has passes zero, so the current wave will also pass through this zero position. So at that point, the deionization of arc occurs because there is no current at the zero position, current zero position. If AC circuit is interrupted at this time abruptly, it causes dangerous overvoltages between the contacts due to inductance in the circuit. For example, if the current is not passing zero and it is rising upwards, and at that time, if we abrupt the AC circuit, it will cause very dangerous high over voltage. It will cause dangerous over voltage between the contact due to inductance in the circuit. So we should interrupt the AC circuit only at current zero position or when the current is going to reach the current zero position. At this time only it is safer to interrupt the AC circuit. So in AC circuit interruption, the circuit occurs only at the instant when current reaches normal zero. So the interruption should be made only when current reaches normal zero or when current is reaching normal zero. Otherwise, the circuit breaker will be damaged more than the other circumstances. When the current reaches zero, the arc also disappears. So this is the correct position to interrupt the circuit breaker. Thank you.